Brandon spoken. He said something at Concord Farragut that he wants to share with you all, and then we'll get to our most famous speaker for the night. So, Sean?
Thank you for having me. Some of you have met me on Facebook, some of my buddy Burkhart.
Can I leave the room while you speak?
Yeah, right. So,
He promised to be Southern tonight.
yeah, as much as I can be. My name's Sean Murphy. I moved here from Connecticut. I bought a house 6 years ago. I moved into the Democratic People's Republic of Farragutstan. Found out that they're stealing billions of dollars to build subsidized apartments all around the area. We went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. They had to alter a federal judge alters court records, so you can't win in court. The Supreme Court didn't do anything. They took the case up and didn't. We have broken Farragut, all these bullies there. Mayor Ron Williams just insulted our excellent sheriff. I can't believe he did that, stupid, but that's Ron Williams for you, and I apologize having to be in the same county as Farragut. But I am most concerned about watching Tennessee become what I left. And I am, I don't hide it that I'm an in-your-face guy. I'm not Southern. I grew up in the New York City suburbs. I'm not a soft-spoken person, don't even know how to do it, and I couldn't be trained. But I saw something on the way up that was very concerning. It's this crazy commie, Catherine Bike, with her equity in education. So from the world, the communist state that I fled, that's a very disturbing code word for, that's what communism is, equity. A lot of you know Sherry Super. She and I started a podcast called Uncontrolled Opposition. She did some research and went through the Lives of TikTok books, found all this pornography in the school libraries, and I'm talking pornography, and I am not a prude, and I was offended. We have this stuff coming here, and one of the things I don't like is what's going on. And I'm a very opinionated person. I joke with Brian all the time. I joke with Buddy. I called him a Nazi when I walked in. And what you called me something. What was it? It was pretty funny.
No, I said I'm a liberal now.
Oh, you're a liberal now. That's right. And Buddy's a nice guy. I don't always agree with Buddy, but we've had nothing but cordial, and we can be friends. And Brian, I joke with him all the time about being a Democrat, which is just inside humor. That's okay. Get to know somebody, be polite, goof around. I have a very warped sense of humor. I can't help it. I was made this way. But what's going on now bothers me. I was involved with a lot of these people that are part of this, what I call absolutist group. I worked with them from the beginning. I'm 100% lifetime non-mask complier. They can throw me in prison for all I care. I'm just, we're the guys that shot first through 250 years ago. But I don't like what's going on where I can say, hey, and Buddy, I'm not gonna pick on you, but we've had a friendship here. And I can sit with Buddy in an event. I didn't vote for him for chairman. Doesn't mean I don't think he's a good guy. We had different beliefs. He thinks I'm crazy, like a lot of other people do, and I'm fine with that, because I am. But that's okay. But when we're going out there, oh, Brian Hornback's a rhino, and he's a Democrat plan, and all that garbage, that's gotta stop. We've got to stop the communists from trying to take over our community.
Amen.
That's what we've got, and I don't know all the answers, but I left that stuff. And I used to beat liberals up for sport in Connecticut. Senator Chris Murphy will run for me if he sees me. I'm very proud of that, and it's on video on YouTube. I got him about 20 years ago. And that's what I'm coming around saying. We don't have to agree on everything. We do have to be, as Republicans, produce results. And what's going on in these races, nationally, why did John Cornyn get kicked to the curb? Because 80% of this country wants voter ID, citizens voting, even the Democrats support it. And Republicans are filibustering it in the Senate. And it's only a few of them, and it's not even John Thune's fault, he doesn't have 51 votes. But Republican voters sent a message that they don't want the status quo. We saw this all around the country. We saw this in Louisiana with Cassidy finishing third, Senator Cassidy. And that's where people are. Now, the challenge that the group that just won, a lot of these folks who just won primaries is, and this is a question I ask, which I get beat up for. I mean, how many times have I been called, what was I, a sellout and all this other stuff? I just said, how are you gonna balance the budget without raising taxes? And people unfriend me and block me on Facebook, they curse my name. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, I'm not trying to give anyone a hard time. And we should have these discussions, but we don't have to there's a way to do this. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm like the most incendiary person you'll meet.
And I'm like the guy who's like being peaceful here. And Buddy's laughing because it's true. I mean, first time we met, I almost got into a fist fight with Gary Lowe.
And my first words to him were,
Yeah, don't
you're
kid.
not gonna beat me up.
No, I don't even believe in violence. But you know, this stuff has got to stop. We disagree on issues. All right, let's talk about the issues. Well, maybe somebody's right, somebody's wrong. I mean, like, I teach this to my teenage kids. But that was why I thank Brian. I mean, he and I, we got to know each other. I didn't support you 4 years ago. Can I tell that story?
Yeah, okay.
So I put something out on uncontrolled opposition, and Brian sent me a text message. He said, hey, have I always been good to you? Yeah. Can you just tell people that? I'm like, oh, you know, you're absolutely right. I supported Randy Pace. I like him, and I like his style. But you know something? Brian was right. Hey, can we be civil to each other? Maybe we disagree. And that's what is going to kill us here if we don't turn this around. I saw this so 1991 is when Connecticut went down the toilet, when a Republican state senator from Greenwich, Connecticut, which is the most wealthy part of that state, voted for the income tax.
Yep.
And Will Weicker was a former Republican. He was an independent. He said, I'm not going to put an income tax in, and did. I know the two guys who stopped it very well. And that's what I'm seeing, those kind of things here. I'm seeing this equity and education stuff. Catherine Blake is crazy. She put a post up 4 years ago that she resents her kids. I'm like, how would you say that on Facebook? I don't know, she did. And we've got to stop that. And we have to understand, again, I still can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you for letting me speak.
Appreciate it.
And now, am I supposed to call you a Nazi now?
No, I don't
How's
care.
that work, man?
I don't care what you call me. I've been called everything in 40 years.
Oh, come on,
so I
I'll
don't
find some
care.
new ones. But on a serious note,
You
guys.
can call me whatever you want.
Yeah,